my name's Serena and I'm co-founder and director of Sunrise Cornwall CIC. I'm also one of the yoga teachers for our Yoga for Wellbeing project. And today we're going to do a short routine on the chair. So chair yoga is something that can be done during a work day. You might need to have a movement break or some relaxation during the work day. Or if you've got restricted mobility, this is a really lovely way to explore some yoga poses. So we're going to start by removing our shoes, if that's possible for you, if you want to, but having bare feet really helps to allow us to feel grounded to the floor. And I'm sat on a chair which has no sides on it, which is the easiest equipment for chair yoga, but if you've got sides on the chair, just be really careful that you're not going to knock yourself. So I've got my feet firmly on the ground, hip width apart, knees are at a right angle to the floor. And we're just going to sit comfortably, just closing the eyes for a moment and just elongating the spine. Imagine a cord perhaps coming out of the crown of the head, running up to the ceiling, just pulling us up nice and tall. And we're going to begin with a few grounding breaths. So you can have your eyes closed for this or a soft gaze, it's up to you. I'm just going to inhale, bring the hands up to the sides and up overhead, looking up to the ceiling, just being gentle with the neck. And then we're going to exhale, floating the arms back down. Inhaling one more time. Looking up to the ceiling, making sure the shoulders are down towards the middle of the back. Looking up if that feels good. And exhaling, floating the arms down. One more time, inhaling, drawing the hands up, meeting the hands in the middle now, above the crown. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands down into our prayer position at the chest, or Anjali Mudra, as we exhale. And from here, floating the hands down again, gonna introduce some shoulder rolls here. So just bring the shoulders up towards the ears and back down towards the middle of the back. Going backwards first of all. Again, really lovely stretch here for if you're working at a computer or you've been driving. We're going to go the other way, so forwards now. It's really feeling into any areas of tension. All the while breathing, let's not forget to breathe. Now we're going to move on to some neck rolls now. So the invitation is to bring your one ear over to the shoulder, just as far as you can go, and you probably feel a really strong stretch here on the other side. Just be here for a couple of breaths, and if you want to, perhaps even give yourself a little massage here on the tops of the shoulders and the neck. Going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, rolling it over to the other side. So easing that ear down towards the shoulder, but not enough to cause any pain. We're just stretching here, stretching these muscles. And again, you might want to give yourself a little massage. And here for one more breath. Inhale, chin to chest, over to the other side. We'll just flow a bit quicker now. One side to the next. And then if you want to, just go all the way around, bringing the head back, chin forward, and the other way, rolling the head all the way around, bringing the chin to the chest. Lovely. And now some side stretches. So we're going to bring one arm over to the side, and we can hold on to the chair here. Just going to stretch that side here, opening up the ribs, stretching from the hip. And if it feels okay, just turning the neck and looking up to the ceiling. Taking a breath here. Going to inhale one more time. And as we exhale, coming over, rainbowing the arms all the way over to the other side. And again, just going as far as you want to go. And if it feels good, looking up to the ceiling underneath that arm. Taking in a breath here. Inhale, and as we exhale, we'll just do that one more time either side. And we're making sure that the knees are still pointing forward. So we're just moving the top half of the body. So just feeling grounded in the feet, grounded in the sit bones on the chair. Lovely, and back to centre. We're going to do some eagle arms here. So really stretching the upper back and opening up the shoulder blades. So we're going to bring one arm in front, bent, and we're going to bring the other arm and bring the elbow into the elbow crease of the other arm. And if we can, we're going to try and wrap our arms around. It doesn't matter if they don't meet, just as far as you can go. Even this is perfect. So as far as you want to go, we're just going to be here for a breath, and you might be able to feel the opening of the shoulder blades in the back. And then we're going to swap to the other side. So elbow into the elbow crease of the opposite arm, and if you can twist the arms around and hold onto the hands or the arms, please do, but if that's not available to you today, don't worry. The main thing is that we are opening up the back. Beautiful. And we're going to try some twists here. So bringing the arms up to the ceiling again, looking up. As we exhale, we're going to come around to one side, and this front hand, we're going to float down to the knee, or just above the knee on the thigh. We're going to bring the back arm round to the back of the chair. So we're twisting the upper half of the body. Now it might be that you just want to stay right here in the middle, or if it feels like you go further, we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to twist from the belly, the chest, looking over that back shoulder. And pausing here for a few breaths. We're twisting the spine here, twisting the vertebrae over to the other side now, bringing the arms up, looking up to the ceiling, bringing that front hand down to the thigh or just above the knee, holding onto the chair if you want to, looking over that back shoulder. And if you feel like you could go further, we're going to inhale, exhale, and twist around slightly more. We can use this thigh as leverage by just gently pushing that thigh, looking over the shoulder, twisting from the belly, the chest, over the back shoulder. And if it feels okay, looking over that back shoulder, so twisting the neck as well. So really lovely twist for the upper body. And we're going to come back to centre. And now we're going to try some forward flexion of the spine. So we're allowing the spine to just explore all different angles here. So again, bring the arms up to the ceiling, looking up. Inhale, coming down, forward fold from the waist, bringing the chest down, and just going wherever you want to go. It doesn't matter if your hands don't touch the floor. What's important is that we are stretching the vertebrae here and that we're letting the head hang really loose, okay? So no tension in the neck. Just going to let the head hang loose. Really opening up the back there. Okay, so coming back up to centre. And now a few cat-cows. So this is usually done on the floor, on all fours, but we can do this on the chair. So hands on the knees. We're going to bring the shoulders back, pushing out the chest. And then we're going to roll the shoulders, bringing the chest back and the upper body to the back of the chair. So I'll just demonstrate this way. So we're going to bring the chest forward, shoulders back, and then scooping around, bringing the shoulders forward, neck down, chin to chest, and breathing while we're doing this. So exhale, inhale, drawing the breath in, exhale, bringing the chest out. And please pause the video if you want to keep going with any of these stretches. We're going to try some standing poses now, which can be adapted to the chair. So a warrior two, going to bring this leg to the back. We're going to stretch it out with a micro bend in the knee here. Sorry you can't see my foot. This other leg, we're going to bring the knee at a right angle. So right angle at the front here, straight leg at the back with a micro bend in the knee. And we're just going to bring our chest around, bringing up the front hand just to parallel to the floor. Apologies, you can't see my hands. And looking over that front hand. We're aiming to have, a straight line here, twisting the chest round. So we're twisting the lower back and we're opening up the chest. Taking in a breath. And exhale. And we're going to ease our front arm now down to the front thigh. So you can, if it's available to you, you can lean right down. So we're putting the forearm onto the thigh, and we're going to bring the arm round here. So we're stretching out the whole left side of the body, left side for me. And if it feels okay, looking up under the arm, up to the ceiling. Extended side angle. And then inhale, bringing the arms around, sliding the back arm down towards the back of the thigh, bringing the front arm up, leaning back if that feels okay. We don't want to cause any pain, so just as far as you can go. Peaceful warrior. Lovely, so really lovely stretch here for the hip, for the chest. And then back down. So we're going to try that on the other side. So we're going to bring the front leg to a right angle, and we're going to straighten the back leg with a slight bend in the knee so that we don't hurt our knees. Going to float the arms up, so we're in a straight line here, looking over that front arm. Warrior two. Inhaling here, and as we do, we're going to bring that forearm, leaning it on the top of the thigh, bringing that back arm round, looking up to the ceiling if that feels okay. Extended side angle. And being here for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, bringing the arms down. This back hand is going to slide down the leg here. We're not going to lean on the knee, so just above the knee. Front arm up and over, looking up to the ceiling. Peaceful warrior. If at any stage any of this doesn't feel right, just come back to seated and go back to some cat-cows. And exhale, bringing the arms down, coming back to centre. And then last pose now, we're going to try a standing tree, but using the chair to help us to balance. So coming to one side of the chair, we're going to bring our weight into the foot closest to the chair, holding on for balance. I'm going to bring the other foot up, just resting on the ankle or the lower leg here. So we've got a nice bend here. And if you feel okay here and you want to try something else, you could perhaps try and let go of the chair. You might want to have your hands down to the side, at right angles, or if you're feeling adventurous, right up to the ceiling. And at any time, grab hold of the chair. Embrace any wobbles. This is just for fun. It's really good for opening up the thighs and the hips. I'm going to come around to the other side. So the foot closest to the chair. I'm going to bring all the weight into that foot. Bringing the other foot here, resting against the ankle or lower leg. Holding onto the chair if you want to, and this might be absolutely where you want to be, or here. These are all doing good things, really encouraging balance, grounding, or if you want to give it a go, letting go of the chair, bringing the arms to a place that feels good. And we're not forgetting to breathe, whichever we are trying. And floating the arms back down again. And then last pose on the chair, coming back to our grounding position, so feet firmly on the floor, shoulders back and down. Imagining that cord coming up to the ceiling, so we've got a lovely extended spine. I'm going to try an eagle pose. So going back to those arms that we did at the beginning. So one elbow into the opposite elbow crease, bringing the arms around if we can. I'm going to cross the legs over and see if we can wrap the foot underneath the lower leg. But if you can't do that and you just want to go cross-legged, that is absolutely fine. This is just, again, practicing opening up the back, And if you want to add in a forward fold, this can feel really nice. So just easing forward, making sure the head is nice and loose. And back again. Over to the other side, so we can stretch the arms a little bit. Might want to start with the leg crossing. And then coming in opposite elbow into the opposite elbow crease. Bringing the arms round. Taking in a breath, and if you want to, adding in a forward fold, making sure the neck is nice and loose. And rising again, unfolding the arms, unfolding the legs. And we're just going to end here in our grounded pose, feet hip width apart, bringing a sense of accomplishment to giving yourself these 15 minutes for some you time. And I encourage you to follow this with one of our guided relaxation audios, and check out any of the other videos too. We've got relaxation, warm-ups, flows and breath work. So thank you very much. Namaste. Have a good day.